I'm just a bucket. Sorry.
And we are live on Hot Tag Takes on HamiltonRadio.net, channel HR2. I am your host, John BRECKO, and god damn, my hair is starting to poke my eyes, Ruben. Like, it's starting to get to that time of year, right?
What are you trying to where you're smacking yourself?
No, not even that. Like, it's getting to that time of year, like, where I'm teaching, right? And I walk outside, my hair is still like half wet because hair takes a while to dry,
right?
And it's like frozen. This is the frosted tip time of year, Ruben.
Yeah, it's frosted tip season.
It's frosted tip season. I walk in here with my frosted tips.
He's with me.
Anybody who has been watching this channel for a long time knows that I walk in here after my shift with my hair half frozen. It's frosted tip season. Starting in about late October. That's when I start usually
That reminds me of
feeling
that old song. My hair, my back, I take it all.
Did you just replace my neck with my hair? Like you just trying to get somebody to pull it? You know what? I think Ruben, looking at Ruben's bald ass head, I think he's just jealous. I think that's what the real problem is here.
Ruben should get a wig. I could see him rocking a wig, dude.
I can see it too. How you doing, man?
Oh, I'm doing good, man. I feel good. I had a busy couple weeks.
You seem like it, man. You were constantly taking pictures of trains you were going back and forth on.
Well, I can't show
all the places you were going. Why the fuck do you want to send me the train?
Because
the things you can send somebody.
No, it wasn't all the trains. Some stuff was.
I'm over here looking at train seats. I'm like, why?
I can't show you the film sets.
I'm not asking you.
Why didn't I get the train?
I'm not asking you to do that, Ruben. Like, go sit down somewhere.
Well, John, you know what they say.
Go sit down somewhere. Get some food or something.
You don't have to look at it.
Yeah, I should really stop looking at you right now. I'm gonna look back over at the screen.
That was your choice.
Darren Silver is here.
Right? Am
what
I
up,
right,
Darren?
guys? It was his choice.
Why do I feel like he's grabbing that rice harder than before the show started?
John needs to do the Me Too movement.
No, Nick Barry needs to do the Me Too movement. You trying to grab some berries down at the bottom of the rice? Is that what we're doing? Is that what's going on?
No, it's a Christmas.
Like this dude flipped his hat back like he was Ash Ketchum, was like, Barry, I choose you. Put his hand halfway down there. I love how Nick just flips his hat halfway over. Yo, you know what he looks like? He looks like the guy with like the meme with like the salt where he just starts going like this. He looks like he's doing that. I don't think I need to ask either one of you how you guys are doing. You guys seem like you're doing fine. I'm very excited though to introduce our guest. I started talking to her a few weeks ago, and I've been very hyped for this show. I first noticed her from an interview that she did with Karrion Kross, and I've been very, very excited to be able to just talk to her about wrestling, share my fandom, and you guys have known that I've loved it for a long time. So, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, let's give it up for the sweetest oos, Wrestling with Honey!
You're from the East Coast. What's up, guys?
You're over in the East Coast?
Well, I'm in the East Coast, yes.
Me too.
I'm in the East Coast.
Me too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're Jersey, man. Dirty Jersey.
You're Jersey too?
Yeah.
Why do I feel like I asked you that and just forgot?
I don't think so. I don't know.
I did?
No, I don't think so. I don't remember that.
Okay. All right.
Maybe.
Cool.
But no, we discussed it last time when I was because the last time when I was scheduled to be here, but I couldn't because I got a time difference and a double booking scheduled and something
Yeah.
went with my friends from the West Coast, so I couldn't yeah.
You see,
So it's just
she betrayed us on the East Coast, Ruben.
no, I did not.
She forgot.
No, I did not.
She
I
saw some.
completely I took responsibility. I said,
She saw some people in L.A. and she forgot where she came from. That's what
okay.
happened.
You don't.
no way, never that.
She
You don't
got
have to
too
be
good
sorry,
for us.
you know?
Oh, absolutely not. Never too good.
You don't have to be
Never
sorry,
too good.
Dan.
No, I'm tri-state born and raised, and now in Jersey.
That's why she's looking at those.
Born and raised where?
Say again.
Born and raised where?
In New York, Manhattan, Bronx, and then now I live in Jersey.
Okay.
Shout out.
So I don't want to like obviously make you not share if you're not comfortable, but like where in New Jersey? Because we're like around like Trenton, Hamilton. We're around Mercer County.
Oh no, we're Essex. Like we're like up more closer to like Essex, Bergen County, like going towards the city and stuff like that.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
I was about to say you don't have to feel bad for the Midwesterners that can't find nothing to do either other than grab
Oh
some
please.
rice.
He's talking about us.
That's
We're
a-
in the Midwest.
Oh,
That's a,
Indiana, baby.
I love how he was like, "Oh shit, that's me."
Why does Darren look like they digging for gold or something?
Because he's
He must be.
mesmerized right now, Ruben. That's when you know you ain't got nothing to do. You just chilling on a podcast, grabbing rice.
And you just masturbate Weiss.
Weiss, Weiss.
Rice.
I love
Totally
how, I
said
love how
Weiss.
you had to combine white and rice together. Like, hold on, guys. I'm trying to be healthy. Let me make sure I get some rice right now. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Darren's like, no more.
No more.
I'm just mad he only worked out one hand. Like the whole time.
The whole time.
it was just now he's got to do the reach around because I made him feel insecure. Oh man. So while these two are grabbing each other over here, I'm hoping she doesn't break character like in the middle of it, and in the middle of any of these sentences, like, oh shit, they're still grabbing each other's rice. What actually got you into wrestling in the first place? Because with me, it was a match that I shared with not that I haven't shared it with anybody, but like nobody like has gotten into wrestling because of the match that I did yet. And I know it's not going to happen here, especially because it's been almost like 20 years now. So what was it that got you into wrestling in the first place?
Honestly, I know that I've liked wrestling and loved wrestling so much for as long as I can remember till like I was able to remember sitting in front of a TV with my dad. It was basically my dad who got me into it.
Okay.
And I would just remember him screaming and yelling at the TV, cheering and booing, picking, his favorites and whatnot, and memorizing all these different characters that they had at the time. And, he of course, he was more in the Hogan era, the Bruno Sammartino era and everything like that. I remember, I still remember Hogan, but of course it's like 90s, like early 90s, like 80s, 90s, you know what I mean? Like
NWO Hogan.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Before that, before he even went to NWO, I've been watching wrestling since I was about 4 years old.
Okay. So it's been even longer than me then, because the first time I watched it, like that I actually like remember like physically like sitting down and watching a match.
Right.
It was Big Show versus Rob Van Dam for the ECW championship.
Oh boy.
Mind you, I'm like 11 years old at the time.
Right.
So like I'm not thinking about how trash this new sci-fi ECW is. I ain't thinking about none of that. I just see a 7-foot.
ECW was not trash.
Was definitely
Hold
not.
on.
At the time.
Hold on. When WWE brought it back, yes, it was.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not talking about the original.
No, they had the vampire dude, and then they had
Sandman.
Yeah, when they had the vampire dude. That's the trash I'm talking about.
Tommy Dreamer, the greatest wrestler.
Okay,
of all
but
time.
Tommy Dreamer is part of the original ECW. I'm not talking
Right.
about Tommy Dreamer.
But he still popped in for the reboot though. He was in there for the
Yeah,
reboot from
the
time to time.
Yeah, he did. And
So it wasn't
When
trash. He was.
when they brought ECW back, you enjoyed that?
I did.
Yes.
Hell yeah, dude. That
No,
was
I
badass.
swear
Bro,
to
John
God.
Cena versus Rob Van
What does
Dam.
he know? He just
ECW
figured out rice
won-
workouts.
Man, bro, John Cena versus ECW. They used to say if Cena wins, we riot,
Rice
bro.
workout.
That's one of the greatest matches. If not a top 20 match of all time.
That was a good match. That doesn't mean the program they gave us after was good, though.
It is. That was during the time.
It was
Okay,
kendo
okay.
sticks.
They had
barbed
one good
wire.
I'll show you
pay-per-view,
a kendo
and-
stick. I'll show
and
you
then
a
they
kendo
brought it
stick.
on a channel
I
that
got a kendo
they
stick right
couldn't
now.
do the extreme shit that they used to do. All
Yeah,
right?
they did. They did. They still did extreme shit, bro.
They had
Yeah,
DQ
yeah.
matches. What kind of
What
ECW?
did you
What kind of
watch?
ECW programming has a DQ in a match?
Wait, what was that?
I don't know. I mean, hey, just because they had a DQ, they still was hardcore.
No,
Sandman
no.
was still
What?
busting his head open.
No, yeah, they still threw thumbtacks on the
Yeah.
canvas.
Okay, but the difference here with ECW back when they
You're
were
talking
ori-
about 2008, 2008, 9.
No, I'm not. No, I'm
No,
not.
he's
Back
going
when they
before that.
originally were doing it in the 90s,
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
everybody
yeah.
had there was something different to offer in each match. Some matches offered tables, some matches offered barbed wire, some matches
mean-
offered different weapons, some matches just offered nasty falls on the concrete.
They
But there
did
were
that.
A bunch of
weren't,
different
DQ
objects.
types of matches.
No.
though.
When they rebooted, they redid that.
Yeah, they still did that, man.
They
still-
had the kendo sticks, they had the barbed wire, they had the.
Yeah.
the-
Sabu
All right.
was jumping off ladders with.
Answer me this then. If
All right,
that
you wanna-
version of
come on.
ECW was so good, why did it get replaced with NXT?
I mean,
NXT is
a
like.
I love
It's a
how she
training
just
ground.
side-eyed after, was just like,
No, for real. It was a training program. That's what
So?
NXT
and
is.
it was
Well,
bringing the
more so, I
It's
would
still
say not
ECW's
so much
replacement.
training, like development.
No, let the woman speak, sir.
Oh yeah. it
I
was
would
me.
say more of like a training program. It was more like creating a redevelopment program because they had to get with the times and bounce back from something, from into the different. They were moving into a different era with a different type of product that they were selling. So, but I think the ECW that John's talking about is with what was the match you said? Rob Van Dam and
Rob Van
Big
Dam
Show.
versus
What
the
year?
Big Show.
What year was that?
That was 2006.
It had to be, right?
Yeah.
That if I'm remembering my math correctly. So that was the first match you ever
Math is
saw
mathin'.
ever?
Maybe I don't know about ever, but it's like
Or
the
that
first
got you
match
into
that
it.
I remember. And what I think made me remember it the most was when Rob Van Dam got screwed out of the title, Big Show won. And that was when I thought the crowd was really gonna riot. Because they're throwing trash in the ring.
Mhm.
And I'm like, yo, they really hate this dude. Like it makes me want to yell and scream at the TV too.
Yeah, ECW 2006 is not the same as it was in the 90s. They were trying to
not.
do some things that were like a nod to the original ECW,
But
but
they
it was
couldn't.
not nowhere near as close as like being as epic as the
They
original.
couldn't. It wasn't the same.
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, I mean,
Wasn't
I'm
the
not
same.
saying it's the. Yeah, I wasn't gonna say ECW that 2006, 2007, all that was. I'm not saying it was the greatest programming ever, but I'm saying it was still a good program. I mean,
It was.
It was edgy.
I give it that.
was-
It
yeah.
had its highlights.
It had
its
good.
highlights.
It had good moments.
It was more so about the moments, but I think it was more so about the superstars that were part of it, because we had
It
them
was
on
like Paul Heyman, Sandman.
the whole invasion thing.
Bro, Paul
Right.
Heyman left WWE for 6 years because of the new ECW.
That's what I'm
We
saying.
didn't see
that's
Paul
what I'm
Heyman
saying.
for years after that.
Hey.
He was like, "That's not my
This is Beast
ECW."
Boy.
He said, "That's not my problem. I got my rice over
Yeah,
here."
I don't know. It's not my business model.
He's over here rolling it like he's about to start gambling with it.
No, I'm eating
Playing
rice.
Like
craps.
why
Playing
is he
craps
doing
with the
this
rice.
with it though?
I'm eating it.
He's trying to get down to the bottom of the barrel. I'm not gonna
It's
lie.
funny because it's not getting any lower. It's just
I'm kind of interested to see how far he can get by the end of the show. Like, I really am. Like, I'm about to get this man so damn sick right now.
oh my
Oh,
god,
shit.
that's terrible.
But yeah, no, I remember the ending. I remember the crowd just being disgusted. Obviously, I know now it was for all the wrong reasons. But
Yes.
I'm 11. I didn't know that back then.
Yeah, no,
So
it was much we had it was more simpler way of thinking. There was good guys, bad guys, or you had your favorites or you had your
Yes.
non-favorites and you just picked who you liked. Now
Yep.
it's just so much deeper than that. And and we get to do stuff like this.
Yeah, right.
But
Now I'm
but
over here analyzing the characters, the
right.
storylines.
And
Yo,
and
and I
with the matches that I like, as far as like I don't really remember a specific match.
okay.
I think I definitely remember I definitely remember like flashes of moments. Like I
Okay.
remembered Undertaker debuting. Like I remember like seeing Shawn kick Marty Jannetty through the barbershop window.
Oh my
Like, you know what I mean? I remember seeing that live as a kid with my dad and like going absolutely ballistic and ape shit, not realizing what I'm doing, but eventually
Yo,
I
who
started to
cares at that
understand it and
point?
get into it. At that point, who cares? It was just fun. It was just so
Yeah.
much fun until he took me to my very first event, and that pretty much set me off from there. Wrestling was always a secret passion of mine that I always really loved.
Yo,
growing
if
up.
somebody gets thrown through a glass window, all bets are off. I don't give a fuck about nothing after that.
Yeah,
Especially
there is
like-
nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
on the Hell in the Cell or the elimination matches.
Oh yeah,
uh,
elimination chambers. Hell
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
man.
Well, he
Mhm.
said Hell in a Cell at first, man. My immediate thought
No,
was
but it was
Mick
the
Foley. So.
elimination chamber.
Yeah, my immediate thought was Mick Foley and Undertaker. I mean, that was
Yeah.
that match was brilliant.
That's where I thought he was going with it. Like,
Yeah.
I was about to be so excited too. Oh,
we
dude.
can go there.
Oh, we can.
How incredible was it for
We
Mick
can.
Foley?
We can absolutely go there. We could just throw this right off the cell
Yeah,
and through it
yeah.
also.
We can throw the rice off the cell.
And then of course we can add the thumbtacks at the end because you brought up thumbtacks earlier.
True.
Oh
There-
yeah.
There was
You,
thumbtacks.
you can't have a match like that without thumbtacks.
Yeah, of course not. Like I can't believe it's not thumbtacks. I can't believe it's not butter. I can't believe it's not thumbtacks either. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. So, I showed my wife that match because I feel like I'm kind of like
Mick
slowly
Foley?
getting her into it.
Okay.
Like it started as like, why the fuck does he watch this? To like her like starting to like get to know the characters when I'm actually watching Netflix at home. And I don't know why, but I ended up showing her the match with Mick Foley and The Undertaker. I think just because I wanted her to see, like, just Mick Foley getting thrown off the cell. And
Off the rip.
I keep letting it play. And there's this really awkward moment when you're showing that to somebody. Because in the middle of the match, he gets stretchered, like, halfway down the aisle, and you think the match is over. So I'm like, when the fuck is this part gonna end? When is he gonna get up off the stretcher? Because he's making me look real stupid right now.
Mhm.
But eventually he comes off, just to get thrown through the cell. I get next to no reaction from that. But then as soon as the thumbtacks come out, like I just see the face drop. I see the eyes widen, like hand over mouth. Like, we didn't give a shit about somebody falling Wile E. Coyote style through a whole table.
Oh
But we
my
give
God.
but we give a shit about like 50 pricks in the back that maybe go like a half inch deep. Probably very painful, but
No man.
I think it's a lack of respect for the athleticism that it
I
takes.
mean, and also the punishment you're doing to your body just from falling that far.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's what I mean. Like the
You know
thumbtacks
what
is
I
like
think it is. I think it's a lack of understanding, actually.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, because it's kind of just, it's chaotic. It's a chaotic match, and it's somewhat controlled chaos. But even with the way they wrote how that match was gonna go, it it just seemed like everything was all over the place and just and unorganized, and they were just going off the rip. But with the way that Mick Foley has explained that story and the
Yes.
way Undertaker has explained that story and how their perspectives are gone, and even Terry Funk with his perspective of the story
Yep.
with how they had to communicate, make sure Mick was okay,
Yeah.
that when you watch the documentaries about that story,
Yes.
then you have a better understanding, and then you can watch that match and be like, oh, so that was the moment this happened and all of this, and that,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, you'll be able to point it out.
It wasn't
But
about.
it would be my first match if I'm trying to get somebody into wrestling, but maybe not like the first initial one.
You gotta fast forward through that like one part. That's what I learned after that. They gotta timestamp this shit.
No man, every moment of that match was so critical. Every moment of that match changed the game.
Yes, I agree.
In so many ways.
Go ahead,
You want
Nick.
some rice? Oh, sorry,
I thought he was gonna talk. He's just over there talking about his rice. Yo,
what?
I think you should make a new song and call it Rice Rice Baby. Just so you know.
I was just thinking the same thing. I was gonna play this. I was gonna play the intro.
I just want to know
it's funny if you think about it. You hear the beginning of Ice Ice Baby, it sounds like somebody shaking rice in like a can or something.
I just want to know, is your rap name gonna be Rice Tea? That's what I really need to know. That's the $1 million question.
Or Vanilla Rice.
Rice
I
Nick
like
B. Rice Nick B.
Oh, I love it. But no, back to what we were talking about. So, like you were saying, like I remember like Mick Foley explaining that too, and it wasn't about having a good match. It was about tricking people into thinking they were having a good match.
Because it wasn't even a match.
Because it was a couple of moments.
Yeah. That's all it was.
Yeah.
And they started it on top of the cage.
That's true. They had nowhere to go but down after that.
Mick Foley even lied to Vince that day. He said he lied to Vince and said he had been up there.
Yep.
If you watch the documentary about it, it's pretty crazy.
Yo, I didn't know he had a fear of heights before that.
Are you kidding? Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Fear of heights is
because you would think some of the shit that he's put his body through, like you would think he's not scared of anything.
No, but that's the thing with overcoming those type of fears. It's weird, especially height.
But
I think it was probably the adrenaline. It was the adrenaline. It's the crowd. It's where they were. Like it's with the Undertaker. Like, you know what I mean? You have to. It's got to be something memorable.
I don't feel like the Undertaker will give you a warning either. You know?
Oh no.
He's giving you a warning. The Undertaker.
Ain't no way.
He just needs you to be that guy.
He just says,
right.
Yeah. And
Superman,
that's so
you.
yeah.
He threw him off like that 10 years too early.
He did. He did, man.
No, but here's the thing. Like, what makes it crazy to me about that, too, is I have a fear of heights also. Like, there's a staircase that I have to go up every time, and every time I'm near the edge of that staircase, like, I get nervous. Like, I went on my honeymoon, right? And me and my wife go to the Grand Canyon. And by the way, she's not scared of heights at all. She's standing on the edge of the Grand Canyon, the part that doesn't have the fence, just sitting there like this. I'm over by the fenced area, just weak knees, just walking doubled over the whole time. I'm in pictures like this, just
Oh my god.
because I'm so fucking terrified. Like I'm not that tall. I don't go to high places. Like I'm not used to this.
What's funny is that I'm not. It's like I wouldn't say I have a fear of heights, but I do have like little vertigo moments.
Okay.
But I'll go on a roller coaster.
I will
It doesn't
too,
make
though.
it doesn't
I
make
will
sense
too.
to me. It doesn't make sense to me.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me either. But like that even took me until like 8th grade, and that's only because I didn't want to look scared in front of some girl. So
I got a fear of heights, but I still get on airplanes.
that's true.
Well, airplanes. Yeah, there's airplanes too. But,
You know,
but I
it's-
think it. But it, I don't.
Hold on.
I guess it just depends on who you are, and then depends
Yeah.
on like with the roller coasters and stuff. I'm as long as I'm like secured, I'm
Well,
I'm
yeah.
locked in, like I'm straight. Like
Ball shot.
Bro, that sounds like he just hit the rice. Like that sounded like a rice baby. Darren, you look like you're gonna spill it.
You gotta take it.
Like he just let that. Look at it. He almost
Man
spilled
down.
like half the bucket.
man down.
That wasn't just man down. That was rice down almost. Like I see it like tilting.
Balls.
Yeah, he's over there trying to fix it now.
Balls Mahoney.
Balls Mahoney. This guy. That's a New Jersey guy, by the way.
He was ECW
R.I.P.
guy.
Shout out to Balls Mahoney.
He's ECW reboot guy.
This is very true. Only New Jersey would name somebody after genitals. I'm just saying.
Oh my god.
Only New Jersey would do some stupid shit like that.
Oh.
And then have people grabbing rice in suggestive places.
Oh.
Yo, you want to know what's crazy, though? So, like I was talking about, my wife was over by the Grand Canyon like this, looking like she's trying to fly away. You know, like she's in the Titanic or something.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
I ain't flying near no damn Grand Canyon. That is not happening. But she's the one who's scared of airplanes, though. You guys got me trying to figure this out now.
What?
So, like I mentioned Abby was over at the edge of the Grand Canyon, right?
Yeah.
So, tell me how I was scared of being near the edge, but she's the one who's scared of airplanes.
Damn, that is crazy.
It's just how some of us are built. Like the same, like I just said, like I'll go on a plane easily. I'll go on a roller coaster easily.
She'll go. She's just scared of it.
But I will not. I don't know if I'll stand at the edge of a Grand Canyon. I don't know if I'll
Hell
bungee
no.
jump or skydive or anything like that. I don't know about all that.
No.
Like I think I'm good without all that.
Like there's I don't know if you know where the Hopewell Quarry is.
So the what?
You know where the Hopewell Quarry is?
No, I can't say that. I do.
Okay. So they have a high dive there that's like about 15 feet.
Oh my god.
I was just nervous on that. Like that took me like 10 minutes. Like eventually I did it, and I was trying to protect myself so hard that I let my arms just like smack the shit out of the water coming down.
Wow.
And part of me wants to pretend that the arm bruises on my arm are from that and not the log press, because that's a much lamer story now. But like, yeah, I'm over here trying to protect myself, and I'm over here like this to the water.
Oh my god. Ow.
And I'm like, my arms are numb after this.
Right.
You know, you're over
No
here
way.
just trying to open and close your hand.
Literally.
That's what
Try
I'm
some
doing.
feeling back. Well, yeah.
Just went straight numbness shot through the
Man,
arm.
Darren, you know you got to work both forearms, right?
Damn,
man-
they're both in here.
That man has been working the left forearm for about 45 minutes, and
I-
he's worked the right one for about 7. Like I'm trying to
Because
figure
the
out
right
what's
one
going
already
on.
gets enough work.
So
He's left-handed.
So I have something else that I want to ask you though.
Yes.
Yes, I heard that. before we talk about some things that are going on in wrestling.
Mhm.
What made you want to pursue creating wrestling content? Like, was there like a
Ooh.
moment for you where you wanted to do it, or just one day you just made that decision?
Yeah, it was a little bit of both. Um, Originally, I still kind of dabble with doing this, but
Yeah.
part time, I'm also a hip hop dance teacher, and
Oh, no way.
I was doing that a lot for many years throughout the city and New Jersey. I had a nonprofit organization with a couple of friends where we pretty much took teenagers off the streets, put them in a dance crew,
Oh, that's
taught them
beautiful.
taught them about the business, how to build resumes and things like that, and choreography and all that fun stuff. We did
Yeah.
a lot of cool stuff there, but after a while, it wasn't until maybe I would say, of course, 2019 or 2020, excuse me, COVID and everything happened with all of that stuff.
Yep.
So, everything was shutting down, teaching at a dance studio wasn't really the same anymore.
Yeah.
Things were very limited, and I felt stuck. I felt a little stuck
Yeah.
creatively, and I was just I was just, I've always watched wrestling. My husband watches wrestling as well. Like,
Yeah.
he's been watching it since he was a kid. So he fell off, and then I got him back into it because of how consistently I
Yep.
watch it. And after a while, I just started out doing like, I saw people doing it like on social media, and I was just like, why can't I do that? Because that looks fun. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I like to talk about wrestling, and I've always done nothing but talk about wrestling with my family and my siblings and my dad. We would get into the matches, discuss like what the storyline would be next,
Yeah.
and predictions and all this shit. So I was just like, why don't I just do something there? And I was doing it on my own social media for a while, trying not to get flagged and things like that on Instagram, doing
I'm waiting to
lives.
get canceled.
Well, yeah, right. But
I'm waiting on it.
But then after doing it consistently for a while, and then coming up with my own I started picking up on things like where I could turn it into a brand and have my own little
Yeah.
segments that I could create and things like that. And I got picked up by a network called Women's Wrestling Talk, which I'm a co-host on their panel as well. So they do weekly talk shows, and they've been around for years. And they cover women's wrestling and all wrestling, indies to the main rosters, all kinds of promotions.
Yeah.
And just been pretty much doing that since. And I've fallen in love with doing it. And I'm starting, coming out with my own brand and my own podcast and helping it grow from there, seeing how far I could take it. So I'm just like, why stop there? Why make it something bigger?
Yes.
I've done it with dance. Wrestling was also another passion of mine. I also think it's because I never secretly have ever been able to try it or do it, and I've always wanted to.
Yeah.
But I love talking about it and discussing it just as much and watching it.
Why haven't you tried it though?
I don't know.
See, because for me, because I've done a couple of shows like on commentary and like manager like roles and like storylines with like some indie promotions and stuff like that.
See, I wanted to do that. See, I wanted to dabble with that.
Yeah, like that. That's
at least
what
try
I wanted.
it, just to say I did.
I didn't want to actually get in the ring because I could only imagine the pain that some of these guys go through, especially after seeing it backstage. Because you get so much of a different vision of it and a different respect for it when you actually see people come backstage after a match.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, I was like, I don't really know if I want to be in that much pain.
Yeah, like,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
I do certain lifts like the log press I talked about, and I'm looking at these. I'm like, that's enough.
That's more than enough for me.
Like I go home to my wife, I show her this, and she's just like, "What did you do?" And that just makes me laugh. I don't know if I'm gonna be laughing if I'm like doubled over because I fell on my back 20 times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not sure that I want to go through that.
Yeah, and then going through that, and tedious and crazy schedules and hotels all the time and travel.
And if I'm gonna do it, I want to commit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But
absolutely. But I think it's also a little bit of that, and also maybe I psyched myself out a little bit at times.
Okay.
But now it's just now it's just I think I'd rather just dip my toe in the pool just to say that I did it, just to try something.
Yeah, right. That's how I feel like when I teach swim lessons half the time. You get the one kid that just dips their toe in like 3 times before they walk down the first step.
Right.
And then they start doing this on every step, and then you just like, come on, bro. We got about 10 minutes left now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So that's when you got to take them in like yeet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the phrase was invented because somebody yeeted a child one day.
Oh
I
my
feel like
God.
that's where it really came from.
John,
let me.
you're nothing but a babysitter. That's all you are.
You're funny. You are so funny. I want to smack the back of your head hair right off.
The parents need
Excuse
to
you.
just load off their kids somewhere.
Cause he's got a bald head, but he's got a little bit in the back. One of the co-hosts we used to have, shout out to PJ Moore, and he describes him as Jeff Bezos in the front, Jimi Hendrix in the back. So.
Oh my God! Stop.
No, but I do have a question on that note. So
Yes.
John Cena officially has 1 date left in wrestling. He had 36 in the beginning of the year. He's all the way down to the last one in 9 days. I can't believe I still had to look at my phone to keep track of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, his last day wrestling is in 9 days. Who do you think he should face? Should he face LA Knight or should he face Gunther? I think it should be Gunther, personally. Because
Yeah.
I think the way I envision John Cena going out, I envision him obviously putting Gunther over, but I feel like if Gunther comes out with the purpose to really ruin John Cena's last night in wrestling, chop the shit out of him, beat him down, maybe take him out after the match, make a stretcher have to come out for John Cena's final appearance. You could really make Gunther the most hated man in wrestling for, I feel like, all of AJ Styles' retirement tour. Right? And I feel like if you're going to put the winner of John Cena's last match over, I feel like that would be a great way to do it. Like, we remember when Bryan Danielson lost the AEW World title and his full-time career ended, right?
Right.
And, I mean, nobody liked the title reign that followed, but I feel like that night when they stomped his head with the chair, he was taken out on a stretcher, I feel like that was such an intense moment, and I feel like it really set Jon Moxley and the Death Riders up at the time. And again, maybe what followed wasn't what everybody wanted it to be, but I remember the moment that started it off. And I feel like this could kind of be the same thing. And also, Gunther can't have a title 80% of the time forever. If you want to make Gunther a big deal, this could be a way to do that.
Get him back into the Intercontinental title picture.
Have him hold it for another 700 days.
Nah, well,
why not?
But now my thing is, I'm actually still pretty torn on who to decide or who I would want, because neither of these men were who I wanted in the first place.
Who did you want?
There was a few things that went around throughout the year, but I know that there was one that stood out consistently, and I still believe that it should have been Joe Hendry, but that's neither here nor there. I have a story in how I would have wrote that. You know what I mean? Like,
before you tell me that, because I might ask you about it. When John Cena originally won the WWE title and started getting involved with R-Truth and eventually kind of destroying his childhood for about 3 months before R-Truth went back to his old self.
Mm-hmm.
I really wanted John Cena's last opponent to be R-Truth.
He was my first option until they screwed that story up.
Yes, that
He
would
was
have
my
been so
first option.
good.
He was my first option because what better way would you have had and have him and still have Cena? Like I would have thought that Cena would have held the title up until his last day.
Like that's what I wanted too.
And then you put over then you not that R-Truth needs to be put over anyway because he puts himself over, but you give back to R-Truth.
He deserves
You know
it.
what I mean? Like technically, like that's your childhood hero, and you win the title, and he wins his first like title in how long since he's had a world championship? You know what I mean? Or
So
undisputed
long since he's had a championship.
like, yeah. So I would have wrote that, but since they screwed that up, my mind was always on Joe Hendry.
Okay.
But
after
we're,
that,
we're here now.
It was Joe Hendry at the end.
For me.
Okay.
For me, I would have totally done that.
I mean, I would have been so down for that. Honestly, when it came to you, just because you're the sweetest Uso, I was thinking Jey Uso.
Well, I mean, Jey Uso already has had gotten one over on Cena from the Rumble.
He's also busy crashing out now too. That's what I'm really waiting for.
And then there's that. Which I'm sure we will talk about. But
I want the crash out.
As far as like with LA Knight and Gunther, since we're here,
okay.
Does Gunther really need the rub? He kind of doesn't. You know what I mean? I feel like there was something that went down, and I forgot who it was with. I would need to dig into the sources online, but didn't Cena and LA Knight team up at one point?
Yes, they did.
Not right. And you know what I mean? Like it felt like he was kind of like, even then, like going back to then, because Triple H's storytelling is so far stretched. He likes to really he has too much patience sometimes for these stories.
He does. You know what? I would rather though have too much than not enough.
Right.
Because I remember what it was a couple of years ago.
Of course, absolutely. But in this regard, I feel like even then they were telling the story that it was probably going to be LA Knight all along. And everybody has been pushing for LA Knight for so long that, people are starting to get frustrated. Just like, people were getting frustrated with Jey Uso at one point. People were getting frustrated with certain title reigns going on.
To be fair, I feel like he's getting frustrated in storyline also, and they're using that. And I feel like they can use that.
That's the best way to create a story. It has to come from real raw emotion.
Yeah.
But I feel like LA Knight would have a better shot to try to carry this torch from Cena. Both of these men I was not expecting in the first place, because I feel like if there was any way that I would write it, it would totally be Joe Hendry.
What if though Jey Uso crashes out on LA Knight and Gunther wins the match? And I know they've been feuding for a bit, but maybe, have one more blow-off match, then maybe end it at the Rumble, and LA Knight could be one of the last men in it. And then maybe we could put him in something off that.
That would be interesting.
Right?
That would. But would you be putting off LA Knight's opportunity to obtain that gold too long? You know what I mean? Like, LA Knight would have to be a favorite to win the Rumble.
Maybe in the Elimination Chamber.
Potentially, because right now, as far as I see it, there's guys like Braun Breaker running around that could make a great case for winning the Rumble in
I think you could make a great case for him winning on Netflix in the beginning of the year.
Oh, for sure.
After that promo.
Golden.
My God. I've never heard Braun Breaker cut a promo like that.
And not for nothing, anytime he's grabbed the mic and kind of gone off the rails, it's kind of worked. Like, it's worked really well. And this time it was just like, Like
'Cause
that was very much a Steiner promo. Very much.
It very much was, but it sounded so good, and it
Was perfect.
sounded like Braun. It didn't sound like Scott. It didn't sound like Rick. You
Right.
know, nobody was talking about a 143% chance of winning.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I feel like it sounded like a Steiner promo, but it was a Steiner promo that was him.
Yes.
And I feel like Braun Breaker on the main roster has his promo game has gotten so much, because I don't remember him being this good at promos in NXT. Like, you always remember Braun Breaker being like a natural athlete.
Well,
I don't remember.
I
his NXT
remember
promos.
he experimented in a lot with NXT because he was also,
Right.
you know, when he was with Baron Corbin and he was teamed up, they were kind of showing a little bit of their comedic side as well.
Yeah,
And you
that's
know,
true.
he had a lot of personality in NXT.
Okay.
And
Gotcha.
then he turned heel a bit, like, you know what I mean? Like he had his persona changes.
He did
and
turn heel. That was good.
It's just now it's just evolved into something greater, and we knew this was going to happen anyway, especially when you have young hungry talent,
Right.
and not to mention generational.
Yeah, that's true.
But all in all, with that to say, I would have to say LA Knight. I feel like LA Knight needs this more than Gunther does.
Okay, I can rock with that. The next one I was gonna ask was about Braun Breaker, because we were getting onto the subject of Braun Breaker. Do you feel like that first time he turned heel in NXT, that's when it was really starting to click for him as a single star?
I think so. I think so.
That's what I
think
feel like.
I think there was always, it just upped the ante a little bit because it was just like, oh, okay, they're trying to pretty much let us know that this boy is here to stay.
Right.
You know, and he's got something to offer. He has value.
Yeah,
you know, he
sure.
brings a lot of value to the product. And Braun Breaker, when you're that young and that motivated and that hungry, like, you are capable of achieving a lot of great things. And look at how far he's already come now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like going toe to toe with the best of them. He hasn't even run through this whole roster yet. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like we haven't have we even seen him versus Jacob Fatu yet? You know what I mean? Remember when they had that little face off? Like, we haven't even scratched the surface with this boy yet. And I can't wait till they do. But yeah.
The reason why I bring that up too is because I remember when he was running through everybody on NXT. Like, I don't know why the main person that's coming to my head is Tyler Bate, and he held the NXT UK Championship for like a day.
Yep.
Before they just retired it. Honestly, like we've done like the foreign heel gimmick so many times. I wanted like an American to come to NXT UK and just be the foreign heel over there.
Oh my God, how hilarious.
I thought that would have been fantastic.
The tables would totally turn. That's great. Just to flip the script.
Like you just fly the American flag down there. Just run down.
Be real obnoxious with it. Like real obnoxious with it.
Like Chad Gable would have been fantastic doing that.
Yes. Perfect.
Like we already have El Grande Americanos running everywhere like they're Smash Bros characters.
Multiplying like a motherfucker too.
Yeah. like I'm over here wondering, like, whose mom is this? Like, who's letting it multiply that fast like a cheaper by the dozen family?
Yeah.
Like, what is going on?
Like, who would have thought he still could reproduce after all hundreds of years?
Yo.
The great legend that is El Grande.
Like it's still it's still just flowing. That's a storyline by itself.
Wrestling has more than one royal family.
These are their stories. I'm sorry, you just said it in like the Law and Order voice.
That was perfect. I like the wave. I like that we're on the same wavelength.
That's gotta be somebody's entrance.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I feel like it should be Don Callis's.
Oh my God, that would be.
He already barely has a theme song.
As soon as you said his name, it's like I saw it and I heard it.
Yeah, right? like he just takes off his glasses, like, and then just walks down to the ring to all the boos that have ever booed.
Yeah.
Like I like watching him. I feel like I'm watching Tommaso Ciampa's dad walk down to the ring. Because like I remember when this man didn't even need a theme song.
Listen,
like
he should have kept that. He should have kept that going for a while too.
I mean, I feel like he kept it going as long as he could.
Yeah.
Like, how long can you keep it without needing a theme song?
Mm-hmm. Theme songs are make the superstar if you think.
Although at the same time, Don Callis's theme song is literally just like the bare minimum.
It's like it's like
it's
a
literally just like the longest like bass note at like the very bottom.
It's so annoying.
Like my hand is almost going through the table with how low that is.
I can't stand it. I hate it. I hate his theme song so much.
Well, I mean, I feel like you're supposed to hate him.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's by design.
It's just the theme song just makes it no better.
It's by design though.
Yeah. He's very smart.
Yo, I feel like we're kind of bouncing around, but I'm okay with it.
That's cool.
Let me ask you this. So there is something in AEW that I've been wondering about. I haven't followed it as much as I have recently, but I still kind of keep tabs on it here and there.
Same. I watch highlights.
Yeah, plus they made the highlight shorter on the YouTube channel. And now I'm like, God damn. This was so much easier to watch. I do have to go back and watch Blood and Guts though.
I would like to watch that.
Yeah.
In full. Yeah, I have to watch.
I feel like I never see MJF on there anymore. And I'm wondering what's been happening with that. But this is the part that bothers me because he's been such a big part of AEW for the last like 5-6 years.
Oh yeah,
and he even signed a new contract for you. When I'm sure he could have got offered more money to go over to Bristol. So
I don't know.
He was such a big part of it. Like, what are we doing with him?
Well, yeah, if you're coming up with a Mount Rushmore for AEW, MJF definitely needs to be up there, right?
Yes.
So
been there since day one.
He's one of your top stars. He's always a draw. People love him. He's great on the mic. He's got the look. He's been a world champion. What are we doing? Is he still even under contract, or is there like with them, or like how long his contract is left?
I tried to figure out what was going on one day because I was like, where has this man been? Like this man just disappeared. Like he went over like to the window and just started producing and hiding behind it and sleeping.
Maybe if you say his name, he'll appear.
Maybe that's what his name really is. Maxwell Joseph Friedman.
Not Jacob.
Yeah, no, maybe he's been lying to us. I feel like if MJF would be the one, if you say his name, he would go further away.
True, but I don't know. If I were Tony Khan, I would make sure that that boy is with us imminently, like ASAP.
Especially with all the rumors you're hearing about Chris Jericho and John Moxley. I mean,
too much chit chat. Too much chit chat is never enough to keep up with. But I feel like it's all a ploy just to keep us locked in and to keep us doing exactly what we're doing right now, and it's working.
They got to keep it in the locker room though. I don't know because normally like when like I leave somewhere, like I try to like leave whatever situation was in that room. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like normally when you go home and you have something going on in your house, you leave that in your house.
Right.
Normally if something goes on in here, you know, you talk about it in here and then you leave it here.
Right. Or in your office and you know, whatever's discussed amongst yourselves in this group is between this group. It's like what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Yeah. And what happens in AEW just goes on video, and we play Jack Perry getting his ass kicked apparently.
And make a bunch of announcements.
Hey, look what the fuck are we doing? I don't understand. Oh man.
But I don't know. I mean, if I were Tony Khan, I would hurry up and make sure that ink is nice and dry before bringing Maxwell back. If you're gonna really do something with him too, because
for sure
you know, like we said, he's been in AEW since the beginning.
Although, do we want to hear something funny? Darren just texted the group chat. He was like, "Our computer froze. Might be the rice." I just wanted to make sure we let everybody know because I do have one more question, and I just wanted to make sure we laughed at Darren beforehand. I just wish we could fucking point at him.
That's hilarious. That's so great.
Detroit won? Oh shit. Yo, that's funny as shit.
Wait, what happened? Who won?
Apparently Detroit's winning.
Oh, football. Yes,
In case you wanted to know.
No, I love football.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
What team?
The Steelers.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an Eagles fan. That's a PA team.
It's the wrong side of PA for me.
That's okay. I'm okay. I'm okay.
I do love. It's a great city though. Great fucking city.
Right? Isn't
fucking
it?
Love it. Yeah.
I actually went there recently. Me and Abby went to the Mutter Museum before we went to Delaware.
Nice.
We were really just trying to avoid the tolls, but yeah, after seeing all those organs in person, you know, we tried to go eat after that.
Oh God.
Well, because that's what the Mutter Museum is.
Yeah.
Because it's like all like science and stuff people have like studied from like diseases and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Before we went, I was like, why the fuck do you want to go here? Yeah. Now let's go eat after looking at this diseased liver.
Oh man. Nah. I wouldn't even have an appetite after that.
I mean, I'm pretty fat, so. Oos, I just want to let you know I'm so fat when I see somebody with a widow's peak haircut, I think of the McDonald's symbol. Bro,
yeah.
When we got married, they didn't call us Mr. and Mrs. We got called Lord and Lady.
Oh my God, you are terrible. Terrible. Lord and Lady.
Yo, you know football, so I can make this joke. Bro, I'm so fat when I see Patrick Mahomes play football, I think of the Hawaiian Punch Kid.
Oh my God.
I like your nails, by the way. When you do that, I can see them. Sorry, I'm trained, by the way. But I do have one more question for you.
Sure.
And I'm going to ask it in the version of one of the games you play during your interviews, and it's this or that.
Oh, cool.
All right. So
I love this.
What I'm gonna ask you, because I've seen you do two of them.
Yes.
Who was your favorite person to talk to? This or that? Zack Ryder, Karrion Kross, or Matt Cardona?
Mm-hmm.
I was about to say Zack Ryder or Matt Cardona.
Well, it's so funny that you said that because on my watch along when he appeared, I called him Zack Cardona, which I was like, okay, I could live with that. Hashtag Zack
Matt
Cardona.
Ryder.
Matt Ryder, Zack Cardona. Either way, same difference.
Shit.
Right. As far as that's so tough because I enjoyed them both. They both gave great energy. They both gave me like the reception that I really wanted. But I have to say Kross. Okay. I have to say Kross. I would have to say Kross, especially because that was my second time meeting him and he remembered me.
Well, because you met Scarlett too, right?
Yes.
That's probably the real reason why.
Oh my God. I mean, the Killer and the Smoke Show, they were always my favorite from day one. So I saw them then. And then he, you know, it was, I think she was supposed to be there at the American Dream Hall, but it was just him.
That's okay.
And he ended up tag teaming and going against Matt Cardona that night. I didn't even realize that they were in the same match.
Wow. Wait, so did you do both of them in the same day?
Yeah. It was the same event, same day.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. I thought it was just, you know, 2 different days. You just happened to see, you know, each of them.
No. I saw both of them there, but I was hell-bent on definitely making sure that I saw Kross again because I wanted to just like fulfill a promise in my head because the first time I met him and Scarlett, you know, I was just coming off of a job that I couldn't deal with and I couldn't stand, and I was just happy to leave, you know. Yes. And I told them that I was just like, I'm gonna go hard, like, you know, full throttle on this wrestling content, creating shit, and they were like, fuck yeah, hell yeah. You know, they were very supportive. I read his book like thoroughly. I like talked to him about his book and shit. You know, so when he saw me, he was like, good to see you again. And I was like, just, you
That's
know, just trying to do
awesome.
my shit, you know, like he was trying, you know, he remembered. It was dope. So I would I
That's
have to
great.
say Cross for that reason.
No, I can't even be mad at you for that because I've been there with certain jobs and I've been in that situation.
Mhm.
I'm sure Ruben, you remember when I got fired from Amazon?
Hmm.
That was a rough time, man.
Yeah.
But
But they're the coolest people though. And Matt
yeah,
Cardona, he was awesome. He was I'm
that's
just glad
awesome.
that the segments went well with them. It was
Oh,
perfect.
dude, they
Mhm.
went awesome. I had so much fun watching that. I wished it was longer
Me
because
too. Me too.
I was
But
having fun watching it.
yeah, me too. I wish they were longer too, but it was just, you know, I had a certain amount of time. I was just like, you know, I wasn't even supposed to be doing that. At
They
least I
got to
don't
get the
think
fuck
so.
up out of there.
I had got a little, you know, a quick exclusive real quick. You know, I was just like, give me what
Got that quickie.
they were like 2 minutes. I was like, I'll give you 1 minute and did all of that in 40 seconds for each guy. So it
That's
worked out
awesome,
really well.
dude. That's beautiful.
Hmm.
Um, I just want to let you know a couple things. Thank you for being here tonight, of course.
Thank you for having me. This was so
And
much
after,
fun.
I'm glad you had fun, man. And after learning, about you, how you got into wrestling, how you started doing this, especially after some of what you just told me, I am so proud of you and I want you to keep doing what you're doing.
You too,
And
man. You
I
too.
think you're doing fucking awesome. I would love for you to come back.
Absolutely.
And you have probably been one of the most fun people to shoot the shit about wrestling that
I
I've had
could
on the
do this
show.
shit all day. I
I
literally
know
do
you
this.
could.
I literally do this with my dad all day.
I know you could,
Facebook
dude.
Messenger, we're just talking all the shit. You
Yeah.
know, like and like it's just I just love it. I love it. And
My dad
I love to help and support other people as well to do it.
my dad'll just start talking about San Martino and he'll stay there.
Yeah.
Like if he'll talk about anybody like today, like he'll talk about Sheamus because like
Right.
he's seen him do Sheamus's move on the rope a bunch
Oh
of
yeah.
times, and like he just smacks the shit out of you. So if there's anybody he'll talk about that. We don't
If
talk
you
about Sheamus's mohawk though.
you should you mentioned Sheamus's what you the move when he has the guy on the rope
10
and he
beats
just
of
so yeah, I'm gonna send you a video of something that has to do with that.
is it
And you know, you're gonna laugh.
it's not I Show Speed, is it?
No, 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 it's not I Show
I was
Speed.
gonna say because I saw
It's actually a video of me getting caught on camera doing the count with Sheamus when it was at Extreme Rules Philly when
yes,
he was going against Gunther.
just spoiled the
And
whole
it was the Donnybrook match.
just spoiled the whole thing, but that's okay.
I don't care.
No, but
You'll
dude,
see it. It's quite fun though.
yeah, please do. Thank you so much for being here. I
Thanks for
appreciate
having me,
you.
guys. I
I would
appreciate
love to
this.
have you back. Even though Darren
Absolutely.
kind of ditched you for some rice.
That's all good. I mean, technically the rice was there first, so I can't even I'm not even gonna fight. I'm not gonna fight the rice because
I
if
just don't
the rice will win.
I just don't know who was there first, whether it was Nick or Darren. That's what I'm confused about. They were kind of fighting over back and forth. You kind of noticed that, right?
Yeah, yeah. They were, you know, sharing is caring, I guess.
That's what we'll call it. All right. All right. On that note about rice, everybody, this has been Hot Tag Takes. I am your host, John Brecko. Shout out to Ruben, unfortunately, for producing the show. Thank you. And thank you to the sweetest Oos. Appreciate you being here. Again, would love to have you back. But we'll be
Yes.
back next week, everybody. Same time, same channel. We out.
I'm not gonna lie, that song. Oh my god. I ain't gonna lie, that song I instantly thought of. I just died in your arms.